Cooking Sonny. Olio.
Mama Brisko's scallop pasta recipe. We made lots of little Dutch pancakes.
Potato fries, French fries,
Katsudon and oyakodon.
tamago kake gohan. That's some good curry. Put the secret ingredient in. Laoganma. Jiaozi. Karage. I made onigiri before streams. Salmon and tuna in engawa sushi. Aburi engawa ikimasu. Anyone can cook. All it takes is egg, flour, and love.
I'm gonna try my best to recreate my mom's scallop pasta. I think it goes best with penne, but maybe other types of pasta work as well. You put some olive oil in a pan. I don't have any measurements for this. I kind of just wing it. Olive oil in a pan and garlic cut very finely, or alternatively garlic salt, or a mix of garlic salt and salt. Oh yeah, dried chili. So we're just putting these in a frying pan in this order, right? The olive oil, the garlic, the salt or the garlic salt, dried chilies, finely chopped dry parsley, fresh but dry parsley, and let that go for a little while. And then I get scallop, I get hotate in cans, and you gotta drain it from the can, and then you sort of break it up into little bits. So it's like it breaks up into little strands of fibers of the scallop. And then you want to fry those. Then you mix all of this stuff together. And I think you kind of want to make sure the scallop is a bit slightly cooked. Maybe not too much though, because we're not done yet. Then you sort of scoop everything aside so that there's a pool of olive oil in the center. Depending on the shape of your pan, the olive oil might pool on the outside of the pan. So wherever the olive oil is pooling, put panko breadcrumbs in the olive oil and make sure it's separate from the rest of the ingredients. And then you want to make sure that the breadcrumbs are have absorbed a bit of oil, and you fry them up and mix them around a little bit, and just leave the rest of the ingredients sitting for a little while. Make sure the breadcrumbs are pretty evenly fried until they start getting a little bit brown. They probably soaked up like the parsley and the olive oil, so they're probably looking a little bit green, but you want them to look a little bit browner. And then mix everything together. So the breadcrumbs mix with the rest of the ingredients, and then fry it a little bit longer until everything is evenly cooked. You do want to make sure that the scallop is cooked and the breadcrumbs are crispy, and also that the parsley is not overcooked. So it's kind of finding a balance between all those things. And then you want to mix it all with your pasta, and hopefully if you did it right, you might want to put a little bit of olive oil on your pasta after you cook it and drain it. And maybe some salt on the pasta too. And you want to mix it all, and hopefully if you did it right, the sauce, the topping will be sticking to your pasta, to your penne. Okay, and that's basically this Mama Brisko's scallop pasta recipe. But I always say this, like, Mom, like, this seems a little lacking in substance. You know, we got to add something. It's just flakes of scallop, you know? I feel like it needs a little more bite. It needs more meat or something. But we never sort of decide about what to add to it. I feel like mussels would be good. Mussels or prawns, or what else is good? Guys, what do you think we could add to the pasta? Cuttlefish. That would actually be excellent. You're right. We need to put some squid in there. Some squid or some cuttlefish. Talking about food again. I love food. Did you guys know I love to talk about food and eat food? I'm thinking of cooking carbonara. Carbonara, I just put what do you call it? Bacon and onion and chili. I have some fresh chili, so I'm gonna use those, but also can use dry chili. I've been putting a little bit of garlic, just like 1 clove, just for like a little extra, although the garlic's not necessary. Yeah, and you just mix all that into a pan with some olive oil, maybe a little bit of butter. You don't need to, because the bacon's already very salty and flavorful, but you can add a little bit of salt to that mix up for some extra seasoning. Yeah, after that's the bacon and the onions are cooked up enough,
you add your spaghetti to that, and then you add the sauce, which is a beaten egg mixed with shredded what do you call it? Grated hard cheese, like a Parmesan. And I put cream in it to give it a bit more creamy texture. And then a lot of pepper into that. And then you mix that into the spaghetti. And that's Sonny Brisko's official carbonara recipe, which I actually learned from Petra Gurin, who learned it from Laura Vitale, who's like a cooking YouTuber. I forget how do you say it? The spaghetti with the olive oil and the garlics. Aglio olio? That's not what it's called. No, you're fucking kidding me. It's called Aglio olio? No way. No, Aglio e olio? No fucking way, man. That's not real. The G is silent. Aglio olio. What are you having for dinner? Aglio olio. I tried making potato fries, French fries. I tried making French fries for the first time. If anyone has experience with French frying, give me some tips or some ideas if you have any. But here's what I did. I cut my potatoes into fry shaped cuts, bars, and then I lightly boiled them, simmered them in some water with vinegar and salt for, I want to say, 5 minutes or something, just at like a really low temp, just a light simmer. And that's what I'm hoping for, is that kind of like cooks them just a tiny bit, but also the main thing is to get the starch out, I think, and then get them a bit fluffy on the outside is the thing. You're supposed to like submerge them in water, and I think the vinegar also helps to get the starch out. Dry them up, get them nice and dry, and then I put them in a hot pot of oil. See, here's the thing. I think I was supposed to put them in oil on a low temp, but I think I put it too high. Yeah, you're supposed to put them in twice. You're supposed to double fry them. Yeah. But I put them in once, like pretty high. I took them out, let them cool down, and then put them in again on high again. And I think that's what overdid them. So yeah, I think it's better to do it low temp first, so you can cook it throughout and get the heat dispersed throughout it. And then the second time is to just get it crispy on the outside. Did you try to cook omelet? Yeah, I'm a classic omelet fryer maker. I'm one of my classics. Since I was a kid, I've been making omelets. Because I've always made like egg dishes for breakfast since ages ago. Since I was a kid, I make fried eggs. I make scrambled eggs. Make boiled eggs, poached eggs, omelets, scrambled eggs, whatever else eggs you have, raw eggs, tamago kake gohan. Yeah, my omelets. What I do, my omelets. I like to get, I want to say 2 to 3 eggs. Beat them. Salt and pepper. A dash of milk, get it a bit creamy. I get it a bit more watery. If I'm going big, I'll put in onions, bacon, a lot of cheese. Otherwise, maybe just a bit of cheese. And I like them cheesy, yeah. And then get them nice and whipped. Whip those eggs for like 5 minutes. Just whip. Get nice and fluffy, yeah. Yeah, so a bit of cheese throughout it in like the whipped egg, and then once you get it on the pan, and the bottom starts cooking a little bit, I put cheese on top of it as well, and then fold it so it's like a pocket of cheese in the middle. Yeah, and then you just sort of cook it on both sides. Yeah, so it's like a pocket of egg. A cheese pocket of egg cheese. Something like that, anyway. That's how I usually do it. Pancakes? I feel like I have made pancakes from scratch before though. When I was really young, I made them with my sister. Forgotten the right way to do it. Yeah. Me and One-chan, we bought like a Dutch pancake grill pan type thing. It's kind of like the takoyaki grill, how it has all the little holes in it, but it's more shallow. So we had like a pan, but it has lots of little like puddles in it. And we made the pancake mix from scratch, and then we fried them, and we made lots of little Dutch pancakes, and then we topped them with whipped cream and a little bit of syrup sometimes. That was a long time ago. I don't know, pancake mix is pretty easy to make from scratch. What is it? Flour, water, sugar, just butter. Do people put eggs in pancake mix? Oh yeah, maybe milk. I feel like milk is better than water, right? Oh yeah, a bit of vanilla essence. Okay. Water better to make it fluffier? Okay. A pinch of salt? Yeah. I can make pancakes from scratch. I was just making iced coffee. What I do? I get a big glass, tall glass. One tall iced coffee, please. And I get a few scoops of the instant coffee and some sugar. And then I pour a bit of milk. Just a tiny bit of milk. And then I pour hot water. So the thing is, if you put hot water without putting a bit of cold milk or water in first, it's going to be too hot and it's going to damage the taste of the coffee, of the cheap instant coffee that I bought from the supermarket. That's why it's important to use hot water. It's important not to burn the instant coffee. Do you understand? This is science and also culinary science. And then you put a bit of hot water, and that dissolves and melts the instant coffee and the sugar. And then you put a bunch of cold milk, and then you put a bunch of ice, and that is homemade iced coffee, Sonny Brisko. Hello everyone, I am Sonny. It's good. I drink coffee at nighttime because I like the taste of it. And I drink a lot of coffee, so the caffeine doesn't have that much effect on me at this point. I don't even notice. I don't think I've ever really noticed the effect of caffeine from coffee, unless I drink like 3 cups in a row or something like that. I just like the taste of it. So I don't mind drinking it at nighttime. Also, maybe I do want to experience the effects of caffeine just slightly. Sonny cookbook. Maybe one of these days I'll make a cookbook with all my recipes. See, here's the thing. I don't think I'm even that good at cooking. I don't think my cooking even tastes that good, but you know what? Looks pretty good on camera. It's just the plating that looks kind of nice. I spend 20 minutes cooking and 30 minutes setting it up on a plate so I can post pictures of it on the internet. It's my secret. The Ratatouille BTM? Ah, yes. Anyone can cook. All it takes is egg, flour, and love.